I read something recently where it was a little ad someone had put together that said, if you could have done it on your own, you would have already accomplished it. And they were trying to promote their coaching business to get the people to sign up with them to get their help losing weight in this particular example. I think number one, that's a really negative message because sure, you can accomplish a lot of things on your own, and sometimes we do need help. There's nothing wrong with that either. But simply implying that someone could do something hasn't, I don't so much buy that. When you are and when you want to start improving your health really matters. Okay. It doesn't matter what you're willing to sacrifice or what you're willing to give up. It is really about where you are now and what led you to this point of where you are and working from that point forward in a way that's right for you. We have been led to believe that we can't do anything without help and paying thousands of dollars for programs that simply aren't really doing much to help us with, by the way. But more often than not, it really comes down to understanding who we are and our own specific needs and personalizing the journey around that. Some of the first things we can do is simply looking at our habits and our routines and identify where we're not promoting where we feel our best in those things, the patterns that we've fallen into that just really aren't serving us anymore. And I'm not saying change them at this point, but at least understanding what we do every day, if it's either contributing to our health and well-being or if it's just adding stress. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Other things we can look at is how we feel during our day, when our energy is highest, when it's lowest, what's coming up in our thoughts, positive and negative, and how we just feel overall when we wake up in the morning and when we go to bed at night. These are indicators of what's working in our life and what isn't. And it starts to give us a list of things we can personalize to figure out a natural strategy to improving. It's easy to make blanket statements, but when you really look at your average day, you start to see the individual things that are affecting your well-being. That's where working with natural health really comes into play because you get to personalize all of it from top to bottom. And it truly is about you and what works and what doesn't. It's not about conforming to some program that's predefined. You actually get to define your own path and your own program. If you're interested in learning about more, I invite you to follow me on Instagram at Dragonspit Apothecary.